Each year during commencement ceremony, the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences recognizes those who have distinguished themselves in scholarship and leadership ability. Dr. Ed Benarchik, Chair of the Department of Pharmacy Practice, will read the award descriptions and announce the award recipients. Dean O'Donnell will present the awards. Dr. Benarchik.
The first of these awards is the Lilly Achievement Award. It's a plaque presented by Eli Lilly and Company to a member of the graduating class having demonstrated superior scholastic achievement in the professional curriculum, as well as leadership and professional qualities. This year's recipient is Peter Fent. The Michael E. Crawford Award consists of a check and a framed certificate. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class who exemplifies the spirit of perseverance and is given in memory of Michael E. Crawford, a 1979 graduate of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. This year's recipient is Deanna Nigro. The Eno Nelson Award is a plaque presented to a member of the graduating class who demonstrated outstanding work in biopharmaceutics. The award is given in memory of Dr. Eno Nelson, former professor and chairman of the Department of Pharmaceutics. This year's recipient is Craig Sowers. The Renee A. Dietrich Memorial Award consists of a $1,200 check and a framed certificate. The award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has chosen to pursue postgraduate training and is given in memory of Renee A. Dietrich, a 1977 graduate of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences who received her PharmD degree posthumously in 1979. This year's recipient is Sierra Patsky. The UB School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Professionalism Award is a plaque presented to a member of the graduating class who exhibits the high ideals of professionalism and excellence in patient care. This year's recipient is Ryan St. James. The National Community Pharmacists Association Outstanding Student Member Award is a plaque and is presented to a member of the graduating class in recognition of their entrepreneurial spirit and commitment to advancing independent community pharmacy practice. This year's recipient is Brian Bowman. The Laurie Esch Memorial Award consists of a plaque and a check for $250. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class for demonstrating achievement in ambulatory pharmacotherapy management with an emphasis on patient counseling and education, and who exemplifies the commitment to medication safety and beneficial outcomes personified by Dr. Laurie Esch, a former assistant professor and HIV pharmaceutical care specialist in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. This year's recipient is Jeffrey Maston. The Merck Awards are a plaque represented to the two top members of the graduating class in recognition of high scholastic achievement. This year's first recipient is Adam Hireman. And the second is Craig Sowers. The Mylan Pharmaceutical Excellence in Pharmacy Award consists of a framed lithograph and a $250 check. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class in recognition of high academic achievement and professional motivation in a tangible and professionally meaningful manner. This year's recipient is Sarah DeTursi. The David E. Gutman Award is a plaque presented to a member of the graduating class who has demonstrated a high degree of interest and achievement in the area of pharmaceutical analysis and physical pharmacy, given in memory of David E. Gutman, former professor of pharmaceutics. This year's recipient is Jung-Yon Lee. The Facts and Comparison Award of Excellence in Clinical Communication consists of a framed certificate and a one-year membership to Facts and Comparisons. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has demonstrated high scholastic achievement and superior verbal and written clinical communication skills. This year's recipient is Brenda Basil. The Samuel J. Bodo Award consists of a $500 check and a plaque awarded in memory of Samuel J. Bodo, a 1923 graduate of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. The presentation is to a member of the graduating class who exemplifies the qualities of leadership and dedication to community health care desirable in a community pharmacy practitioner. This year's recipient is Jovan Punthapatu. The Pharmacists Society of the State of New York Award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has shown interest in and has taken part in pharmaceutical organization activities. The award consists of a 5-year membership and a certificate. This year's recipient is Mia Magliazzo. The Natural Medicines Comprehensive Database Recognition Award consists of a framed certificate and a subscription for the Natural Medicines Comprehensive Database. This award is presented to an outstanding member of the graduating class who has shown an interest in an evidence-based approach to patient care. This year's recipient is Craig Sowers. Teva Pharmaceutical's Outstanding Student Award consists of a plaque and a $250 check and is presented to a graduating senior who, in the opinion of the school, excels in the study of pharmacy. This year's recipient is Patrick Rose. The Inpatient Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience Award is a plaque presented to the pharmacy graduate for outstanding performance in the inpatient components of the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience Program. This year's recipient is Alexandra Marcus. The Outpatient Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience Award is a plaque presented to the pharmacy graduate for outstanding performance in the outpatient care component of the Advanced Pharmacy Practice Experience Program. This year's recipient is Esther Chang. The Robert M. Cooper Memorial Award consists of an apothecary jar. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class who exemplifies the qualities of ethics, integrity, and commitment personified by Robert M. Cooper. Former professor and associate dean of the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. This year's recipient is Mia Magliazzo. The Pharmacists Association of Western New York Student Leadership Award is a plaque presented to a member of the graduating class who has shown leadership in professional organization activities and has maintained a good scholastic standing in the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences. This year's recipient is Ryan St. James. The Excellence in Pharmacogenomics Award consists of a $250 check and a plaque. This award is presented to a member of the graduating class who has demonstrated high academic achievement and outstanding work in pharmacogenomics. This year's recipient is Adam Hireman. The Margaret C. Seesher Memorial Award consists of a check and a plaque awarded in memory of Margaret C. Seesher by Dr. and Mrs. Alexander Slepian for presentation to an outstanding pharmacy student in the field of chemistry. This year's recipient is Kezia Kravasande. The Western New York Society of Health System Pharmacists Award is presented to the member of the graduating class having a record of high academic achievement and an interest in institutional practice. This award consists of a plaque and a first-year membership in the Western New York Society of Health System Pharmacists. This year's recipient is Sierra Patsky. The Robert H. Hritz Award consists of a check and a plaque. This award was established by Robert H. Hritz, a 1919 graduate of the UB School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, for presentation to the member of the graduating class who attained the highest standing in biochemical pharmacology. This year's recipient is Joseph Palumbo. The Roy Mbar Award consists of a framed certificate and a check for $600. This award was established by Roy Mbar, a 1914 graduate of the University of Buffalo School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences, for presentation to the members of the graduating class who have demonstrated outstanding work in medicinal chemistry. For this year's first recipient is Victoria Nachar. The second recipient is Michael Morey. The Copal and Max Rubinstein Award in Pharmacy consists of a $300 check and a plaque and is presented to the graduate with the highest standard of ethics, integrity, and humanitarianism. This year's recipient is Ahmed Abdel Rahman. The Catherine Doyle Memorial Award for Excellence in Palliative Care consists of a $250 check and a plaque. This award is presented to the member of the graduating class who exemplifies the commitment for compassionate care towards patients with life-limiting conditions but treatable symptoms, as personified by Dr. Kathy Doyle, a 2006 PharmD graduate who, as a student, resident, and practicing pharmacist, worked to relieve both physical and emotional pain and suffering from patients in her care. This year's recipient is Shannon Rudolph. And our final student award, the Alfred and Irma Jones Award, consists of a check and certificate and is presented to the most deserving pharmaceutical sciences student in the final academic year and who is from upstate New York. This year's recipient is Elizabeth Hauk.
So used to Carl telling me where to go. It's my pleasure now to recognize an outstanding educator and teacher in our school. The 2016 Teacher of the Year program recognizes a faculty member who has demonstrated excellence, innovation, and effectiveness in our Doctor of Pharmacy, BS in Pharmaceutical Sciences program, or graduate program, through the development of new courses, improvement of existing courses, new student learning opportunities, and experiences. The recipient of this award receives a plaque and monetary award and is also honored at the annual meeting of the American Association of Colleges of Pharmacy. I am pleased to recognize and welcome to the stage this year's winners, Dr. Robert Waller, as the School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences Teacher of the Year.
That concludes the awards portion of our program. At this time, I believe we should recognize all the recipients. Mark Stramalia graduated from the UB School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences in 1981 with a Bachelor of Pharmacy degree. He also graduated with a Master's in Business Administration from the UB School of Management in 1986. Since that time, Mark has contributed to the management and launch of pharmaceutical products at Bristol-Myers Squibb for 10 years. For the past 20 years, he has held a variety of positions at Thermo Fisher Scientific related to the growth and technological support of Gibco cell culture product development and customization. Mark is currently an Associate Director with global responsibility for supporting companies making biotherapeutics. As Director of the UB Alumni Association, Mark has been engaged for over 13 years in a variety of activities supporting improved engagement of alumni with the University at Buffalo. During this time, he has placed a strong emphasis on building the connections between the School of Pharmacy and the university at large. Mark has a few words related to the alumni engagement to share with our graduates today. It is my great pleasure to introduce Mr. Mark Stramalia.
Thank you for the kind introduction. I'm honored to have the opportunity to share this fantastic moment with you and promise to be brief. To start, let me add my congratulations to the accomplishment we're celebrating today. I know that this is just the beginning for you, and I'm confident that this class of UB alumni will lead the way to a brighter future for healthcare and the role pharmacists and pharmaceutical discovery have in that constant improvement of the healthcare system. That's right, you are UB alumni from this day forward. And how do I know you'll accomplish such great things? Alumni before me paved the way for me to earn my degrees and shared of their time and talents to help train me. I've had the wonderful opportunity to be part of the UB Alumni Association that recognizes the amazing things that our alumni have accomplished. Some in industry, leading the way to new therapies available to physicians and patients. Some innovating in the way therapies are administered to make sure best possible outcomes are achieved. Some adding to what the role of a pharmacist can be on clinical teams, or even as an immunizer. I've also seen some start new forms of pharmacy practice in the community. So why should your class be any different? It won't. I had the chance to be involved in the screening process for student admissions to your class. What I see in common from all of you is your passion with dedication to achieving great things for patients and families through the delivery of knowledge and new therapies. While I could drone on about how great you are, I will conclude with a simple request and a quote that summarizes what I've said to you today. Please take a few minutes to make sure that UB School of Pharmacy and Pharmaceutical Sciences and the UB Alumni Association have your real-world contact information by going to buffalo.edu/alumni and registering on UB Connect. It's the one and only place you need to update your information for both the school and university. And when you do this, you'll receive free UB Alumni Association events for 1 full year. That means networking, professional development, a number of different young alumni, arts, sports, social events, and more are free to you for that first year. I've taken advantage of that connection to the university for continuing education programs, bookstore discounts, many events, networking, and learning from fellow alumni. Nicholas J. Nicastro once said, "Remember where you came from, appreciate where you are, focus on where you're going." Paraphrasing, stay connected to UB, where you came from. Celebrate today's accomplishment, and go forward to make the world a healthier place. Thank you.
And now we'll have remarks by the senior class president, Dr. Tyler Mullen. Dr. Mullen.
Hello, everyone. I've had the honor of serving as a class officer throughout the entire time for our pharmacy curriculum. So that means the people behind me on the stage have been listening to my speeches for 4 years. And so for the benefit all of you new, I'm going to endeavor to be brief. I put a lot of thought into this speech, so if it goes poorly, I really have no excuse. But no matter how badly it goes, in the end, Professor Feeblecorn still had to call me Dr. Mullen at least once. Some of the parents and friends might not know this, but it's been said, and we're known as kind of a unique class. Not in the way that every class is special, but in that we're tough to deal with. That we're a class full of fighters, and in many ways I agree. We're tenacious and strong-willed. We fearlessly challenge any exam question that we see, any typo. We're willing to fight and struggle for everything that we get. I'd like to attribute this to great student leadership, but as Dr. Blanco taught us, some of it's probably genetics. We've had conflict, we've butted heads with each other, we've butted heads with professors, but it's not a negative. It's taught us to think critically and trust our judgment, and it's exactly the type of class I would want to be a part of. On a more serious note, throughout pharmacy school, we've been trained to constantly look forward to the next year, to the next class, the next exam, always looking for that next hurdle or challenge, constantly searching for the next opportunity. I found myself doing this just now. I'm thinking about studying for the boards, when should I schedule my NAPLEX, figuring out how to get out of the Part 3 compounding exam. And this mentality has kept us focused and hungry. It's tested our fortitude, our mettle. It's enabled us to succeed in one of the most rigorous programs in the country. But what it hasn't given us is time to reflect back on our accomplishments, to celebrate our achievements, for more than just an afternoon at the Steer or a night out before we go back to studying. So if I could give one piece of advice, it would be to enjoy this moment, because you have accomplished something truly remarkable. You stand at the threshold of graduating from one of the oldest and most respected pharmacy schools in the country, so take the time to soak it in. And finally, this speech will be one of my last duties as class president, and is the last thing standing in between us and graduating. So I'd like to end with this. I'd like to say how honored I am to be here. It doesn't really hit you until you're up here looking at all the collected talent and potential staring back at you, and it's truly a humbling experience. I hope that I'm as lucky the rest of my life as I have been at UB, and I'd like to say enjoy your time in the sun, but remember it's just the beginning. You deserve this. Congratulations, class of 2016.
Well, now we're going to put you all to work. At this time, we're going to ask the entire audience to stand to sing the University at Buffalo alma mater. Oh, yeah. We might even pick people out of the audience to come up to the mics. Yeah, you're not getting away that easily. The lyrics can be found on page 3 of your commencement program. The Royal Pitches will lead us the way.
I'm like waiting for all of this to stop.
One, two, ready. The pride and the spirit and tradition, our alma mater's truth and name declare. Celebrate our history and wisdom. Oh, let us all prepare to sing her glory. To Buffalo, all hail to thee. Noble and strong, it's our university. To blue and white, pledge loyalty, singing, I will always remember thee.
Thank you. I just want to make a quick comment for the class of 2016. I've worked with a lot of you for the past 4 years, and I've known I've said this before, and I'm going off the script here when I say things like this. All of you have worked very hard, from the baccalaureates all the way up to the PhDs. You spent 4 or more years being here and working hard. I want to say there were people less fortunate than you to be able to get into the program or other programs like this. I would like all of you to think about that when you're out in the working world and pay it forward. Pay it forward to the less fortunate who don't have those things, did not have the opportunities you did. And again, you worked very hard to do that. And I would also invite you to come back and visit us once in a while. You know, many of our graduates leave, we never see them again. Some take 8 years to come back and be the keynote speaker. But we would like to hear from you, even if you drop us a note on Facebook or drop us a note on other social media. I want to thank people today, Dr. Michael Caine for coming and overseeing the ceremony, Dean James O'Donnell for doing the same, the guest speaker, Dr. Tricia Lee Wilkins, Mr. Mark Smalia from the UB Association, Dr. Philip Glick for being our mace bearer, Dr. Ed Benarchik for announcing the awards and assisting in the hooding, Dr. Kathleen Bojay for announcing pharmaceutical science candidates and assisting with the hooding, Dr. Joseph Balthasar for assisting with the hooding, Dr. Jennifer Hess for everything that she does, Service Bridges for our interpretation services, and all the student ushers for the class of 2017, 2018, and 2019 who directed everything going on. And most of all, I'd like to thank my administrative assistant who put all this together, Denise Grisante, who's helped them out for the past 4 years. So this concludes our ceremony. We invite you to join for us a dessert reception in honor of today's graduates in the atrium. I would like to request that you please wait in the auditorium until all the platform party has left. Good afternoon. Dr. Philip Glick, Mace Bearer, Chair of the University Faculty and Senate Professional of Surgery and Management, will officially close the ceremony. Dr. Glick.
Thank you very much. I declare the 2016 commencement at the University of Buffalo to be officially concluded. Congratulations.